Yeah, listener, this is the not so fun part of the fight game, right? The building part. You got to build people, make them better than they are to get them in really lucrative positions, right? And that's what they've done very clearly with Paddy Pimblett, right? Now that's a really big money fight, especially in Europe, where both Pimblett and Topuria hail from. Are we upset at China Islam? Well, of course we are, but like they're hopefully setting that up down the road, and this is how the fight game goes, right? Like, I had a friend text me last night. He took a fighter to Hawaii for Combate Americas, and they got set up. And he said to me, "Man, it's so dirty." I go, "Look, man, the fight game is like a street corner in an inner city. That's what it is. There's the pimp, the prostitute, and the gang members and everything else, and it's not always easy to see who is who, and it's not always easy to see whose interests are what, right? Like, of course, his fighter got set up. That's what they do. Like, they bring people in for that. Now, I'll give you an example. The great part for the promoters, if you will, the UFC in this case, is that let's say Paddy pulls off a miracle and beats Topuria, which he won't, I know. It just makes it that much bigger for the UFC. So UFC doesn't care if Topuria knocks Paddy out or if Paddy pulls off some miracle win by some, submission or something. The bottom line is, at the end of the day, who wins? The UFC wins, and the party rolls on. You heard Dana White out Arman the other night about missing weight, right? He said, like, essentially, like, yeah, he's making good progress, but that's the biggest bonehead thing you can do. Listen, making weight is the fight, man. Everything else is easy. Everything else is fun. That's what we train for. That's what we love. But yeah, making weight, that's the difficult part. Everybody knows that who's ever wrestled or ever fought or had anything to do with weigh-ins. Look, this is as old as the game itself, right? They're going to build people. Now, in Topuria's case, you don't really have to work really hard to build someone. The guy's got incredible natural talent. And that was on full display last night, knocking out an old veteran. Now, I thought when I first read your post, listener, you were talking about his win over Charles as being easy cherry picked. But it's clear that you meant Paddy. I saw that you were responding. I mean, I would give you guys they're both. I think Arman would have been the real test. But, you heard Dana White's excuse, if you will. Oh, he didn't even make weight. Well, he was the backup for last night. He made weight. So, I don't know, man. Look, at the end of the day, the fight game is a fight game. It is dirty. It is ugly, but we love it. Why do we love it? Because it's all those human passions and emotions coming together. It's why it has so much energy, man. What has energy? The streets have energy, right? Like, the street corners have energy. That's why people are drawn to them. And we're drawn to the fight game the same way. Read my book, Warrior of the Light.